Time freedom completely changed my life in under 90 days. And I know that sounds insane, but in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how it happened. So in 2021, I hit the lowest point ever in my career. On the surface, everything looked like it was going fantastic. We had just doubled our factory space, doubled the amount of people that went in there, and we 5x the business from the turnover we did the previous year. But on the inside, everything was chaos. Everything in my life revolved around work. I was up at 4 a.m., I worked until 10 o'clock, got to bed at 12 o'clock, and then woke up at 4 o'clock to repeat the same day for several months on end. I would struggle to sleep, not really getting any rest, and then the same day would unfold tomorrow, and I gradually went downhill every single day. There is one evening in specific that I will never forget in my life. I woke up in the middle of the night and I went to the bathroom, my head feeling dizzy and everything started to spin. I slowly felt everything going black, and the next thing I knew, my wife was there tugging at me, trying to wake me up. It turns out that I was sat there screaming and I actually passed out. And this is just an accumulation of all the stress and anxiety and burnout meeting at a point where my body was telling me that I couldn't do this any longer. It was at this point that I realized that something had to drastically change in a very short amount of time, because I knew I could not carry on like this for much longer. And I realized that this approach was not sustainable at all. I had fallen into two of the largest traps that scaling leaders experience. I didn't have scalable systems, and my team was dependent and confused, not entirely sure of what I expected of them. And because there was no scalable systems in place, every day was random for them as well. The system was all in my head, and I was the only person that understood the entire process from A to Z. I also wasn't delegating properly. You see, I was handing out tasks every single day, but I never delegated the outcomes of certain functions. And because of this, sometimes I expected my team to do the work, and other times I did it for them, leaving them and myself in a position of uncertainty as to who is going to do it in future. And this is such a common mistake that leaders make, is they think that they are delegating, when in actual fact we are just handing out random tasks without delegating the actual outcomes that we want from certain people and certain parts of the process. The problem with this is, if you don't ask anyone to do anything, then nothing happens, and it becomes your baby to sort it out at 99. Now, I'm not sure if any of this sounds familiar to you, but these are the common mistakes that so many leaders find themselves caught up in. And it's such an easy pitfall to fall into, but it can be extremely hard to get out of it unless you take decisive action. I was caught in a prison that I designed and built myself. It's the moments like these in our life that serve as the biggest wake-up calls. But now, 4 years later, I live a completely different life. I have more energy than ever. I now run my business with strategic clarity, and we now scale sustainably. From that time where I burnt out, we scaled the business another 15x, which means that from the first year, we actually grew by 75x, and that is insane. We now work with some of the biggest brands in the world, and we scale our network to ensure that we can sustainably grow year on year. The main drivers behind this drastic change in time freedom, well, I implemented the right systems that are scalable to the business, and I delegated ownership and outcomes to the people on my teams, so no one is confused anymore, and they know exactly what they are being kept accountable for. Now, let's get into the topic of this video and talk about how you are going to unlock time freedom in the next 90 days. In order to unlock free time, you need to first understand where you are losing it. And it's for this reason that I've created a free online quiz that takes less than 2 minutes to complete. It's called the Time Leak Audit Quiz, and it tells you exactly where you are losing the most time, how severe the problem is, and I also send you a custom solution on what to do to change that. The fantastic part of the Time Leak Audit Quiz and the results that accompany that quiz is that you can start implementing these changes today already to start seeing results. Now, the Time Leak Audit is a fantastic tool, but if you really want to unlock time freedom in the next 90 days, then I would urge you to sign up for the 21-day Time Freedom Sprint. It's a program that I designed to take you from chaos to clarity in less than 3 weeks. And once you have completed this program, you will have unlocked time freedom, scalable systems, and the ability to run your business with strategic clarity. Now, during the course of these 21 days, the program is broken up into 3 portions. Week 1 is all about awareness and time auditing, because you can't change what you cannot see. Week 2 is all about systems and boundaries, because structure is the thing that promotes clarity. And then in week 3 of the program, we are going to be talking about leverage and leadership, because you cannot scale through effort alone, and you have to build a team around you that is able to run the business and the outcomes that you allocate to them. Now, there are several very clear outcomes that you get after completing this program, and that is between 10 and 20 hours freed up every single week. You will have a calendar that is aligned with your strategic objectives. You will have clear systems and delegation frameworks in place. You will find that you have a stronger leadership rhythm, and you will have increased clarity while having reduced overwhelm. Now, from here until day 60 is all about reinforcing the right habits that you formed while doing the 21-day Time Freedom Sprint. These include some of the tools that I give you for free with the program, such as my monthly habit tracker, my weekly review, and my daily to-do lists. Now, all of these 3 things work separate and in conjunction, because what you plan for your month will boil down to what you focus on during the weeks, and your daily tasks list aligns back to your weekly and your monthly objectives. This way you have both a zoomed in and a zoomed out look on your objectives and the actions that you take daily, weekly, and monthly towards achieving them. Now, from day 60 to day 90 is all about setting strong goals, because now you have got to the point where you've freed up time, you've improved your calendar and your ability to get to the things that you need to get done to move the needle on growth. But now you need to link that to strong goals. A lot of times we have this tendency to set small goals that don't really push the envelope at all. But what I want to challenge you on in this 3rd month is to actually set goals that slightly scare you. I want you to be able to operate outside of your comfort zone. You have now unlocked 10 to 20 hours every single week that you can push towards achieving these objectives. And I can guarantee you that this is going to be a life-changing 90 days for you. Because above everything else, you realize that your ability to dictate your own time and your own schedule is within your control. And this is a mindset that a lot of times we get caught up in, thinking that we can't control our own schedules. But in fact, the way that we approach our day and the way that we approach our goals and the time we allocate towards them is actually where things go wrong. You see, in this modern world, we are constantly distracted, and it's these distractions that pull us off the rail of running towards and working towards our objectives. And the intention behind these 90 days is to keep you on track and to put the systems and frameworks in place that allow you to free up your time, get rid of these distractions, and to fully allocate yourself towards achieving your objectives. Now, this is exactly how time freedom changed my life in under 90 days. And I'd like to ask you, if you found value in this video, to please hit that like button so the algorithm sends it out to more people like you that needs this information. And if you want to keep updated on my future uploads, I would love if you can please subscribe to the channel. Now, if you are interested in finding out how I did all of this while working a full-time job, then please go and check out this video next.